everyone, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here with a message of the Twin Flame Divine Masculine to his beloved for the week of September 11 to the 17th. Now, I understand that not everybody watches the Twin Flame weekly reading, and there I did explain my absence. I've been absent for quite a few weeks now and dealing basically with life. Plus, I lost a very dear friend quite suddenly, and I had to cope with that loss. And in the meantime, I could not do readings or healings because I wouldn't be able to channel properly anyway. And that is actually my practice when my energy levels are not that high or unclear, or I do not channel so that I can give you the best message that that I can channel. Okay, so which reminds me that if you are assisting others through readings or healings, one of your responsibilities would be to be the clearest channel as possible. Okay, so anyway, let's get on with the message. As always, I've already shuffled the cards and prayed over them, and at the bottom of the deck, which would be the general energies of this reading, we have the King of Cups. And this is a very good card to have because this represents a mature love, an unconditional love. And then, okay, oh wow, here we have the King of Swords. And this also appeared in the weekly Twin Flame reading for the Divine Masculine. And this king, like I said, which I will repeat here, he's very disciplined, objective, rational, very balanced and fair. Okay, so here he has overcome emotion and sentimentality, and he can see things there's a detachment there. If before, a lot of the divine masculines were represented by the devil card in the tarot, when it comes to their attachment with their karmics, here there's this detachment coming through because they're able now to see from a bird's eye view. It's like a macro view instead of a micro view. See here, and then we have Gabriel, and this is the call. Okay, the call of the divine, and I explained this again in my weekly video, so in the Twin Flame Weekly. So do watch that. It's quite important. The message is there. Okay, so here, look at this. There's this call, and now, because this is emerging with the Divine Masculine, okay, from the Divine Masculine rather, the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So you can see he's evolving now. His consciousness is evolving, wherein he is now seeking truth and love. Okay? And that's because of the call of Gabriel here. And then we see here the Five of Coins. And the Five of Coins indicates the difficulties and challenges that he is having. Because he's already awakened to the fact that he has to go through this path, that there is no way around it. And the energies right now support it. What's going on in their personal lives around the planet, it's calling for an upheaval. It's calling for a reconfiguration, redesigning his life, wherein his authentic self has to come through. Okay, and he's having difficulty with that. And here we see the Ten of Swords. And as I was saying in my weekly video, I'm sorry I keep referring to that, but I already mentioned it. I did have my earthquake dream, wherein the Divine Masculines were really having a difficult time with everything else. It's like being shuffled. up in the air, and it's not yet over, this energetic period of reconfiguration and reshuffling, and they're having difficulty coping with that. And that's what we see here, okay? Which is why they're asking for help or assistance. Okay, so, well, you know how to do that. If you want to help your divine masculines, their readings, healings, it's up to you. Trust your inner judgment on how you can assist your divine masculine energetically. But that's what appeared there. Okay, let's get on to the cards. The first card that we have is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is usually symbolizes hopes, dreams. Okay, this is what your heart desires, to make you feel happy, to get to the Ten of Cups, which is ultimate happiness and contentment. And here, symbolizing hopes and dreams, we see a stag, or perhaps it's an antelope or a gazelle. It's standing on top of these 9 cups. And what this is saying is that these hopes and dreams are now being viewed from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, how he can fulfill his hopes and dreams. Okay? Because this has changed. Remember, I think a couple of weeks back I did a video wherein I did mention that the universe was vetoing all sorts of plans, because we are now aligning with the divine blueprint for the earth, for twins, and so a lot of plans are being vetoed. And so he has to reconfigure, because he's in touch now with what his higher self is telling him, that is authentic in him, what he feels, and who he is, what is important to him. And now he's seeing that from a different vantage point. Anyway, we will pick clarifying cards later on. And the next card we have here is the Three of Cups. And this signifies support. We see here the 3 ladies, and they represent fire, earth, and air. The other lady would be the Queen of Cups. They're sort of her ladies in waiting, so to speak. But this signifies a support group. People with the same objective. And we'll see how that plays on with the clarifying cards. And the next card we have here is the Strength card. And here we see this lady, and she's accompanied. Usually the other decks would only have the lion and the lady. In the Thoth deck, okay, we have, it's represented by lust. Here, this is the Strength card. And here you see all kinds of animals. We see this dog here, the cat. We see the lion. They're all walking, headed towards the same direction. They're led by this lady. And what this card is saying, that, look at this. It's like, despite being animals of various natures, okay, usually the cat will not get along with the dog, and really, who gets along with the lion? I mean, unless you're a lion tamer. If you have a pet dog or a pet cat, would you just, put it in a room with a lion in it? I don't think so. But here, all of those animals, they're joining together. So this is saying people from different walks in life, from different races, they're all joining together in cooperation. You see here? Now, we'll see how that plays out as a message, okay? And here we have the 6 of coins. And 6 of coins, here we see this boy, and he's naked. And he's offering this coin, to whom we still don't know. So this is a card of generosity that comes from a position of being vulnerable. Because this boy is naked, but still instead of using the coin that he has, clothing himself or whatnot, he's offering it as a gesture of help, as a gesture of assistance. But this also means that he is ready, the divine masculine is ready to offer himself, so to speak, in the physical. Okay, and here we'll see if, oh, there, great. Look at this. This is the Queen of Coins. And the Queen of Coins symbolizes the divine feminine manifested in the physical. Okay? And here, he is offering this coin, which he now has. This is the coin that he has offered. So, there. We'll pick clarifying cards first before I summarize. Okay. One more. Okay. For the Nine of Cups, see, we have honors. And this is saying, he's telling his beloved that now he's gone up a notch in his ascension process, in his spiritual evolution. So much so that he has a whiff of what has been written, so to speak. So there, he has evolved, he has gone up a notch, and like I said in my Twin Flame Weekly, it was a graduation of sorts. Okay, for all twins who have reached that certain level. Okay, and here, okay, see, this would be, okay, I get it now, because here's the enemies card, and this doesn't read as support system. This would read as temptation. The other women that are around him that could sort of thwart his plans or put a dent in his plans here, because now he has the higher perspective. He's looking at things from higher ground, and now all these women who present as temptation to him, he recognizes that. So he could be steering clear of them, or he could, if he's really the sociable type that he can't help but come into contact with other, let's call them temptations, he knows them for what they are. And that's good news, okay? And for the Strength card, oh, okay, they're also telling me, actually, what I said first was also correct. Okay, as a support system, if he reaches out for the support that is being offered by like-minded individuals, okay, who are on the same path, then he will easily or easier defeat those enemies or those who are trying to delay him on his path to union with the divine feminine. That's what they're saying, okay? So it's actually both, and it's circular, the meaning, okay? For the Strength card, okay, here, this is castle, so this is home. So this means castles, they're usually fortified. They're like forts. They're very stable in their constitution because you're warding off other people that you don't want to come in. And what this is saying with this card is that the divine masculine is protecting his union and just letting like-minded people, despite being on the outside very different from him. And come to think of it, some of your twins are very different from you. They belong to different races, different age groups. Usually they live in another continent, okay? And there are culture issues that have to be bridged in order to come to an understanding. And sometimes that's even the flag, the sign that tells you that you are on the twin flame path. Because despite all those differences, you understand each other. Because, and that's not surprising if you already know what the path is, what the path entails, because you're coming from a place that has much more in common than you expected it to be. Well, for one, you come from the same soul. It's one soul. Okay? And so here, it's like he's keeping this relationship or his journey sacred. He's fortifying it from others that may attempt to invade, thwart, because we're not in the clear yet, okay? In the sense that, you know how we're bringing down the light, bringing down grounding, unconditional love to the planet. We're not in the clear yet because there are still other, they come across energetically, they're like static. You know, when you have a very clear conversation and they're static and it gets garbled, there's still that. There's still interference. And so he's guarding this from that. And he's holding strong, okay, while moving forward. And for the Six of Coins, okay, see here, this is abundance. And look, he's willing to share it. Share it with the Divine Feminine. Okay, remember there's been a, for the longest time, the Divine Masculine has been concentrated on making himself financially abundant in preparation for union with his Divine Feminine. He's been fixing things. He's been doing his best in his career, basically trying to fix his life. And this is because there is an offer that is in the wings that he's going to make. Perhaps he's going to do this little by little, but he has much more to give. Okay? And he's giving this sincerely. This offer will be a sincere offer. Whether it's of assistance, whether it's an offer to be together, but it would pertain to something tangible. Okay? And for the Queen of Coins, okay, this is working things out, okay, because this is enterprise, you know, trying to grow things. And look at this, his offer will be because he wants to not really make things up to the Divine Feminine, but he wants his relationship with her to be without hitches. That's why he has been preparing for such a long time. And look, it's not like he just has one coin there. He has lots more. But he's giving them one at a time in order to fix his relationship with the Divine Feminine. Okay, so there. Again, Divine Masculine coming now from higher ground. And look, protecting the relationship, defending the relationship from others that may interfere, whether this be temptations. Well, that's the one hand. But on the other hand, also keeping it strong, fortifying it by drawing on support with like-minded individuals. And then all this is in preparation here for this offer to the Divine Feminine that will help sort of grease the wheels, okay, when towards coming together. Okay, so there we have it, the message of the Divine Masculine. And I miss the whole lot of you. Thank you so much for those who sent messages wondering what happened to me, hoping that I was okay. They're all taken with an open heart, and bless you all for thinking of me. Okay, so I hope this helps. Just continuing your journey, and hope you have a good week ahead. Okay, bye.